how we can open the link in a separate window, how we can open the link in a separate tab, and how to embed the link target in the same window along with existing content. That is possible by using iframe. So by using iframe, we can create it and configure it. We will see one example for that iframe today, how to handle it. One simple example we will design for that. So for creating the pages and handling the navigation for the pages. So let's see. Yeah. So yesterday we learned about inter-document navigation. So then we will see how we can fit the contents and define the contents here. Right. Now we are designing one simple page. So in our project, what we will do is in the project, we will create a separate folder. Yeah, in the folder, I'll say website. Website folder. In the website folder, so we are creating some options. So we will add some files into this website folder. So how do we add option files? Generally take an add file. So here we have home.html, okay, and electronics.html and footwear.html, separate pages, and we are designing fashion.html. Right. These are the pages we have: home, electronics, footwear, fashion. Some options are defined here. Now we will create one page called index.html. So our application, our website will start with this index.html, and in this we have home, footwear, fashion, electronics like options. Now all these are separate pages. They have a lot of content inside them. We need to define several options. I will take simple screens. You can put any content. So I will go to electronics HTML. In electronics HTML, let's keep a div. So we are not creating entire HTML because our intention is to bring all these HTML files and display in one location, one after another when requested. That means our intention is to embed this into existing page. So already that page will have HTML head section, body section and all. So better the pages that you design, you just keep the divs so that only this part will be embedded there. Right. So here I am defining, so a heading, electronics, some images, image source in images, some speaker dot jpg, width is 100 and height is 100, right? And one more image here, so some earpods like this, or so we have some mobile jpg. Okay, these are electronics, and let's keep some paragraph information also, and some paragraph, some pictures and some paragraph. There can be several contents also. So we designed this one, a small paragraph, we will copy that. So this is electronics page, and you can see that this electronics page separately will appear in this way. It will separately appear in this way. This is electronics page. Just roughly we designed. Okay. And same I will copy for fashion also, similar page. Images we will change. So like shirt and some jeans. Okay. For footwear also, same headings we will change. This is fashion. And for footwear, this is footwear. So we are adding that here. We are configuring it and adding it here. So that is the configuration defined. And now in this, we will change the images as some. This is in images, we have shoe.jpg and shoe1.jpg. Now these are electronics page, fashion, footwear page. Now we have some home. So that is the home. In the home also, I will keep a div. And in this, we will keep, so image src is equal to some images. So we have some banner or slides here. All together one pictures we will keep. So we have pic1, pic2, .png. Last session we copied some. So width is 100 and height also 100. And few images I defined here. Right. Pick 1, 2, 3, 4 images we defined. This is the home. So we have this home. Right. This is the home page. Let's run this and see. The home page will have this one. Right. Now this is all the content we have. Now what we want is, we need to design a main screen from where user can access all this. We want to design one main screen. So for navigation, we need to design one screen. So index page is the starting page. Let's create this completely. Doc type HTML head and title index. And link relation is equal to style sheet, and href is equal to, so node mod, this is fonts. In the fonts, CSS, all.css. Yeah. And once you configure them, in the body section, we are specifying the options. So in the body section, we are defining a design for layout. So how we can design the layout? Suppose we will put a div and class container. Okay, that is the container. We have the container, and inside this, so we will have a nav, that is the navigation bar. So we will keep this div. In the div, we have a navigation. In that navigation, we have list items. So ordered list, unordered list, list items we will keep here. We have unordered list items. So anchor, we have home. And we have anchor, so list item, and we have anchor electronics, and we have list item anchor as footwear, and list item anchor as fashion. These are the options we have. Currently, all these are in the navigation, and I will give below that div. So that is another section. We are defining a section. So in the section, so I am using, so the fashion, footwear, all these should display in the section. Here we are using an iframe. Iframe requires a source. By default, it should show home.html. By default, it should show home.html. This is the page that should display in the iframe. Now for this iframe, so width 100% I give. We can change that. And height, we will set it according to the section, we will give it. And iframe, how to refer this iframe? Iframe requires a name. Iframe requires a name. So because there can be multiple iframes, you can show the same content at several locations. That's the reason you can, it is expecting ID. Because iframes can be many, iframes can be common. In that case, it is name. I give the name as content. Content is the name. So content is the name of the iframe. So that is the name for iframe. Okay. Actually, when we run this now, initially you can see this is the design. You can see iframe by default showing some information. It is showing some information. So here iframe width is enough, because height, even if I define 100%, the height will be adjusted according to the content. That is the reason. So only width is enough. We can just define the width. Because height we will set for section, it will fit for iframe also. Actually, you see iframe is by default showing home page. In the iframe, home page is coming. Currently we are in index page, and in home is coming. And observe carefully. So I want side by side. Fine. Then I will go to the style. In the style, we will add a container. And for this container, so we are configuring. So display as grid. we will display as grid.
uh,
So that is grid display. Okay. Now in the grid, you need to tell how many columns you want. Actually, grid template columns. Grid template columns will tell how many columns you want. Grid template columns actually 12 fractions of columns will be there. You can mention width. So left two columns I want. Left column is 300 pixel and right column is suppose 900 pixel. But this is okay, currently working fine. So the left column is 200 pixel, 900 pixel, like this we are defining. It is working fine, but the problem is if we go to mobiles or tabs, this 900 pixel will be same. Then mobiles cannot fit the content, tabs cannot fit the content. That is the reason grid template columns generally we write in fractions. So that means 3 fractions FR or 2 fractions FR and 10 fractions FR, like this we written. And you can see that it will keep that content correctly, because remember columns actually will have 12 columns. That means not a simple point here. In styles you will learn. So number of columns, that means you can define maximum 12 columns as fractions of columns for page using styles. You can define maximum 12 columns. And FR is a unit use it to define the number of fractions from 1 to 12. Number of fractions 1 to 12. Now units defined in fractions will make the page more responsive. That means it fits the content according to browser. So and device, browser and device. That is why we give fractions. Excels also it will work. So that is the reason I given 2 fractions, left column 10. You can write suppose another 2 fractions and 8 fractions and 2 fractions, like that. That means left side 2 and 10 in 8 in the middle, right side 2. If you are keeping some advertisements and all, suppose I can write like this, 8 fraction and again 2 fraction. That means this is 3 columns now. We are using 3 columns now, and you can see like this. And right side one more content will come. You can put your advertisements and other things at that location actually. So that is generally how you can configure number of columns. 2 columns left, 2 columns right, and 8 columns in the middle. So 3 partitions you have to get. So that is the arrangement how you can manage your content, your ads and contents and other things. So you can manage here, right side you can keep that. Currently I am just using 2 fractions and 10 fractions. I don't want any right So then it will keep the content in this way. Now that is the container. Now one more important is, so here at the top, uh, above that, here I kept a header, and this header is having like Amazon shopping. So this is the header, and we will keep a span here. So class and FA shopping cart, and it will get that shopping cart symbol above. Okay, and for header, I'm giving the style. So wherever we have header, so and I will give some style, some background color, and we defined some chocolate. So color is that. So we can mix the color by using different color shades. I will keep that color like this, little, okay, like this. RGB and all, I told you, we can mix the colors and configure them. And color RGB, I will tell you later. So it will be complex for you. Suppose you say gold, okay, that's fine. I will keep the color because CSS colors we will learn later. We will put gold, rod, right? That's it. And here color as white, and text align to center. And here we defined font size. Font size as some 30 pixel. Okay. And font weight as bold. I'm giving font weight bold. And here we will keep margin top uh, 5 pixel, and margin bottom is 10 pixel. Some space adjusted margin top and margin bottom, and that will keep the content in this way. That will be simple or configured in this way. I will just keep that is the option defined there. We can later keep the contents anywhere we want here. That is the option. Okay, next, one more option here is we are creating only simple with what HTML general. Once you complete all CSS and all, we can make it more interactive design, right? That is what we will see later. Okay, that is for header. Then, then one more is I don't want this iframe is there. Iframe height means a section actually. That is the section. I will write section. Section height I will keep as some 400 pixel. It will set the section height 400 pixel. And I will use iframe height also same. Iframe height as 400 pixel. Okay. Iframe height also 400 pixel. That is the content here. That is the size. And for iframe, I don't want border. I don't want border. Then for iframe, border, we will keep none. Border none. That means there will be no border. Then you cannot, then you can see that it is not displayed. This is not displayed as an iframe anymore. It's an ordinary page. But actually, here we have two pages now. This is the home page, and this is index page. In index page, you are showing home page. And the left side, navigation bar. Now let's keep unordered list. Unordered list. So list style, none. Okay. There is no list style. and I given so line height as some 40 pixel. Line height will keep the distance between the lines. It will set distance between the lines. And here I defined some margin left as minus 10 pixel. Actually, it will go little bit left side. Minus 20 pixel, it will go left side. Because the unordered list is usually having a indent left margin little bit adjusted. So we will keep minus for taking backward. For taking backward, we are using that. Okay, next step here is we have list items, li. And for list items, we will define the color. So here I will give list items. So width is some 150 pixel. And padding for list item is 5 pixel. Text align is center. And it have border as 1 pixel solid, and gold, that is the gold rod, that is the border, and background color, so we define some gold. Yeah, so these are the effects we have defined. And I will keep border radius as 5 pixel for list item, and that will give that appearance in this way. And we can adjust the width as 100 pixel. So 100 pixel, and that is, and we will keep height. Suppose list item height is okay. Height is suppose 60 pixel. Let's check. So that is more. So 30 pixel height. That looks okay. Yeah. Now we need some more. Here is space. So that means we have actually already space is there, but we given borders and all. That's the reason. So we need to put margin top, because I keep here line height as 20 pixel. That means list items will not adjust the line height. Why? Because already line height is there. So that is the reason we give margin top or margin bottom. So margin bottom. So that means the margin bottom is set to this. That is the space we configured for this. So if I don't define the height, then it will fit correctly according to the height. In the middle, it will adjust. And these are the options we have. So left side. These are the options we have left side. So home, electronics, footwear. And what we do is, so suppose this is defined with some options like this list item, when the mouse pointer is, you can use top also, anything. But when you give top margin, first one top margin also will adjust. We don't want top margin, so bottom margin. So because the first one should be remaining same, right? Yeah. Now, in this, we need some options like, see, this is list item. For list item, we will write : hover. Hover means when mouse pointer is over. Then background color. Background color. We will change to, so background color we will change to, so gold dark. And color we will change to white. So when it is over, mouse pointer is over. Then you can see when mouse pointer is over, that appearance will be changing in this way. And when mouse pointer is over, because they are links, links will obviously have a hand symbol. But you can write like cursor. Cursor you can keep. Grab. Grab is hand symbol. Then you can see the mouse pointer will be showing like a hand symbol on those items. So a hand symbol will come when the mouse pointer is over. So that is mouse over. We are changing its appearance so that we can see selection is happening. Okay, now important here is when user clicks on this, that page should come and display in the same page. Here, right side, you have an iframe. In this iframe, that should come. We will keep some symbols accordingly. Home, I will put a span and a class as FA and FA home. Okay, electronics, I will keep a span and a class as FA and FA TV. Okay, I will keep another span. So this is class and FA shoe prints. Shoe prints. And fashion. So I will keep a span and class as FA and FA some shirt, t-shirt. Okay. And you can see that. So these options are defined. So we have home, we have electronics, we have footwear, like things. So this is the option. Later you will learn about adjusting the content between them, because actually, so this is the span and this is the link. Generally, this span is kept, suppose, outside that link. So outside that link, we kept that span. That means we are keeping the span and you are keeping it outside the link. That means symbol is different, link text is different. So I will keep that out and keep it here. Okay. And similarly, this is out and keep it here. Yeah. Now, actually appearance is same. That means they are outside that option, right? Usually for list items, later I will tell you alignments. Currently not suitable for alignments actually. We can say list item. Here we can display. Justify means space between. Space we can adjust. So the space we can keep adjusted between the contents. That means one will be left side, another will be right side. We can define that. In CSS, I will tell you how we can keep the content. So predefined options will be there. We can learn about how to apply. For that, we can use the content. That means actually, so we have align items. Align items, we can use center, flex start, flex end. Like this, options will be there. These are not suitable every time. If I define that, then items will come one left side, one right side, like that. These things to design, we will see some more, because sometimes these questions are asked, like I want icon one side, I want text another side. So then actually we can do that, but for that first we need to design in that way, and secondly, not only designing in that way, so we need to keep the alignment option. So we need to define that, right? Actually, for that, generally we use display flex boxes. So many things will be there. So currently they are very complex. So that's the reason I will not give them. Actually, that is usually used for displaying, like we can keep display, and we can write like flex, display flex. We have the options like display flex. We have option like inline flex. So we have like display gaps. Such options will be there. So if I give like inline flex, so inline flex, so flexible display for the content in the list items, it will keep in this way. See, alignments are changing. Suppose I defined as like display as flex, it will keep this flexible display. According to the size, when you are increasing, it will adjust that actual width and height, all this. So that's another point we will learn, because they are all comes under CSS. Initially, just keep in this way. Now, when I click on this, so when I click on this, what should happen is that content should display inside this iframe. That content should display inside the iframe. Then how you can define, how you can configure, right? Now how you can define. So let's see. That means what we need, a href now, inter-document navigation. So then what we do is we use the options as href here, first one, and see the iframe name. Iframe name is content, right? So then href we have to define in this home href. This should go to home.html. Okay, good. And this href should go to electronics.html. Okay. This href, it should go to footwear.html. And this href is to fashion.html. But by default, what happens is, so generally, when you are configuring the options, you link target always opens in a separate window. Link target always opens in a separate window. Generally, if link target is opening in a separate window, you will observe that these are the link targets. Let's change the color for the links. For changing the color for the links, so anchor text decoration as none. Okay. And anchor color as some black. Right. That is the option here. So that is the black. And here on mouse over, anchor color can change. Anchor color can change. That you can define. But here I'm changing only the icon color, not the anchor color. Icon color only changing. We can change the anchor color, text color. That means so anchor hover. When it is hover, then color I will keep as white. Along with the content, it will change that also. You can see that it will change on the mouse over, it will get that and display. on mouse over, you can keep it, right? Now important is here, when I click them, observe that fashion will open newly, but it should open inside that iframe. It should open inside the iframe. Then generally, if you want to open inside the iframe, then how you can configure? How you can configure? Then you have to go to the list items and hyperlinks. In the hyperlinks, what you can do is here, we can put the target. Here we need to keep the target. Target is the name of iframe. That means we define content is the iframe name. You need to be very careful in this name. Why? Because so capitalization matters and spelling capitalization. Many people, when they are practicing, they come with a complaint saying that, sir, I'm giving the correct option, but actually it is opening in a separate tab. But you should verify, because if any spelling or capitalization also for the name of iframe you given, and you are specifying here is different, then it will open in a separate tab. It will open in a separate tab. So that is the reason we have to keep the names perfectly here. And all should use the same. Target is equal to content. And the target is equal to content. All links target should be content. That is, all should display in iframe. We need to configure everything inside the iframe. So generally, that is how we need to define, right? So once you configure this, you can observe now, save and open this here. Now when I click on this electronics, that electronics content will come here. And see, actually that is some another page and its contents are displayed. And I click on footwear, footwear contents will come here. Fashion, the fashion contents will come here. We kept the same paragraph. We kept the same paragraph, right? So we can change that paragraph, and home, and it will get that home and display. That means you are staying in the index page. You see index page. You are staying in the index page, and you are able to access the other pages and embed those pages into this page. This is possible by using iframe. This is actually the concept of iframe. So by using iframes, you can embed the content of any page directly into the page. So now the answer for this question is, so how to embed link target in same window along with existing content. And that is possible by using iframes. We can do that by using iframes. Actually, any content you can show like that. It's not a HTML file. So, and important is this should have a name. Name is important for that, frame name. Generally, the key point is you can display any kind of information there. So not only this, you can display any kind of information. Suppose I am showing you some options. These are all pages. Different pages are coming and displaying. Now, suppose you can keep these iframes inside iframe. Actually, this is the page coming. That page can contain an iframe. Again, that page can contain an iframe that can display some content. It depends on how you want. That means suppose even you can keep images, and when user clicks on the images, we can display those detailed image related information. For example, suppose I will change this panel now. I will create the number of columns here to 8 fractions, and 2 fractions. Grid template columns 2, display as grid columns 3. And you can see right side, I have to keep one more option in the right side. That means in this, this is one div, and after that we have a section. And here we are keeping some aside. I'm keeping some aside. Some latest offers like this. Aside is having latest offers. And you see right side latest offers will come. Aside means already we know some advertisements and all. You can put an article aside. Aside means other websites related information, or simply aside latest offers. And I will keep in a div. So that is latest offers. Yeah. So latest offers. Okay. So here I will define another div. And here we are keeping some images here. We are keeping some images. img src is equal to, so // some images and some image. Suppose I will define here some mobile.jpg, and the width is suppose 150, and height is some 100. Okay. And that is the image we have here. So width is some 100. Okay. That is fine here. That is the latest offer, some latest offer. So this is having some heading like a div. This is like mobile. And latest offer is like heading. So latest offer. Okay, that is heading. And here we can later give animations and all. I will copy that, and I will keep another option like some Nike. So this is some red MI, and this is Nike. So, and here we said some shoe, and here we define as Lee jeans, right? And here we defined as jeans. Okay, these images are kept one below another. We can keep any content or any content to center defined there. Now, what we need to do is, so here, this image, the mobile JPG, this image. So this is the image. What I can do is that image I can keep as a link. Image can be defined as a link. So that means that image is a link. So that image is a link. So all the images are configured as links. All the images are configured as links. We are configuring as links. And here we have defined the image as link and configured as link, right? And these links should open That means here I will define. Actually, we need to design our target images also, correct height, width images we need actually. Because generally we may have large images. We can keep all the images fit for certain height and width, then we can use them properly. Initially, suppose I'm using href is equal to, what should happen is this time it should open a picture, then we will keep images in that, so mobile.jpg, and the target we will keep as content. That means in the frame we will open it, iframe. In the iframe we are opening it. Now similarly, this href is equal to images and shoe.jpg, and target is equal to content. And here also href is equal to images. That means link target is image and genes, and link target should open in content. That means iframe. We need to configure that. Now, when I run this here, you can see you have these images clickable now. I click on that shoe will come here. But it is too large. That is what we have to do actually as a developer. You cannot adjust the height and width of the image here because it is an iframe, and in the iframe, so whenever you are displaying any content, then we cannot make it fit into it until or unless iframe is defined with several complex effects styles actually. That means here iframe, when it is using display, suppose it is using flexible display, then what happens is the alignments, so you see even the flexible display, it cannot show that. Why? Because these pictures are very huge, large, then the flexible display cannot happen for that. That means any content also display, and if we are using display flex, display content, display inline, they can't handle this, because even you keep that, because actually it is an embedding. Embedding means what? Some existing content, originally what it is coming here and it is displaying here, that image is coming here. So we need to make sure that our images have the correct size here. When I click on that, those contents are loading here. So right side, those images are loading here. And here the contents are displayed. That means both are working fine. But these need to fit into that frames, means we need to keep the correct height, width for these original images actually, because they cannot be uneven image sizes. So directly if you are displaying that content, suppose later we can do that size you can adjust for them. Suppose I open this here, all given with the correct sizes and options, like here, reveal in Explorer, and this is mobile JPG. And for all these images, we maintain a correct height width. That means we will open with MS Paint. And here I'm configuring the height and width for this. So just adjust the height and width for this. And you can see the pixels, how much we are using for that. So the pixels, you can see the pixels. So currently when you adjust the height width, you can see the pixels here. Actually, it is having 354 pixels and 500 pixels width. We can move a little bit here and we can keep in this way. Now I made some changes in the size. Then usually what happens now, when I click, it will fit that now. Even we can adjust more, so according to it. Otherwise it will be huge, large. So later when you learn CSS, you can make them even zoom, and we can display them with zoom. Now the point is, these alignments we can adjust in later CSS stage. Here the concept is link target is opening in a separate iframe, is displayed in an iframe. And it can be a HTML file, or it can be a JPG file, or any another document also, a PDF document, or any video. You can link a YouTube video also. Already I told you, so videos also we can embed into the pages and display them. So when user clicks on that, it will get that video and display. So for example, so product related videos are there. But remember, when you are embedding YouTube videos and all, so you have to make sure that the people who uploaded that video, they have given you the permission for that. Because otherwise your website will be blocked if you are embedding any other people's content and they have copyright issues. So we have to make sure that. And how to embed video, how to configure the video, how do we define the videos? Yesterday I showed you one point. That means, for example, suppose I will go to the website folder and I will add a new file. So video.html. Later in HTML, I will show you how to embed videos. But here it is not that. This is YouTube video. I will keep a div here. In this, I want a video. This is video.html. Some YouTube video we need. So let's open here. So the YouTube. Separately, I will open here. So youtube.com. And here I will search for, in the YouTube, I will search for, here we will search for, suppose Amazon, some video is there, some ads will be there now. Suppose I say red MI, some ads are present. So that means video related, some ads are present. Related ads are present, some video options are there. So I will select this, and it will open this video. Some 30 seconds video is there for that. Product related options are there, and we are defined there. And we need that video to be added there. We need that video need to be added here. Then what we will do is we will copy this URL, copy that URL, and let's go to this video HTML page. That means our project video HTML page. Here we use iframe. SRC is equal to paste that. Yesterday I showed you how to convert that watch URL to embed URL. Remove up to this part, watch V equal to. Remove up to that part. You put embed word and slash. So that is how we embed the options video. Now, once you defined this, once you configured this, it can have, so height is equal to some 200 pixel or 300 pixel. So width also 300 pixel like this. Iframe height and width is configured. And this I want to keep in the index page. Then in the index page, in the list items, or in the index page, in the list items, I will keep so a span. So and so we have class FA and FA video, something like this. And here we defined option as product preview, something like this. Some ad, something like ads. I will keep an anchor and ads. So, or say readmi. So something like this. And href is equal to video.html, and the target is equal to, so it should be content. It is an iframe. We need to define the target as an iframe here. Now this is one more list item added into that. You have readmi video, and that is the video link we have. And I click on that. So when I click on that, that means it has to upload that product video here. It should display it here. So then I change this video HTML. So width and height here, I removed it. So I'm configuring here directly the content here. And when I click readmi, then that video will come here. You can adjust the height and width. So now you can see I click on here and that video will be played here. Directly that video will come here. So that means we can keep a list of all the videos that we want. And when user clicks on that, that video can open here. That video can come here. You can display multiple options. That means there can be multiple. So that means not only one, you can keep multiple iframes. So this is one video URL actually, readmi related advertisement we are having. So suppose I can add several other contents also. For example, suppose YouTube. So, and in this, I have some advertisements, right? So here I given some Nike ad. So that means this is the Nike ad, some coming Nike advertisement, Nike ad. So we have Nike ad. And this is the Nike ad. We are having these Nike ads. Okay, so let's take this ad and let's take this ad. And so here we will copy this URL and close it and close it. And we will go to the video here. And here we can just keep another iframe. So that means another iframe, and source is another one, and change this to embed slash. This is another iframe. Now you can see that. So when I click on readmi, and you can see both videos will come. You can keep them side by side, one below another. So you can embed multiple videos also. So that means here I will just keep my index text. So generally as ads. So, and the video text will be ads, and I click on that, then those ads will come here. So we can embed any type of content and bring that by using an iframe. We can do that. That's what actually the purpose of iframe, and that's how we use the link targets. Link target, configuring the link target. So link target, this time we saw new tab, new window, and an iframe, how we can use that. So with this, how the links works, we can understand. Now, once you know this, now next point is how to work with tables, how we can design tables and forms. We will see working with tables, forms, and multimedia, audio, video, like things, how to put them in the page. With that, we can finish HTML and we can go into CSS, working with CSS. 3 more topics are there to discuss here. Then we can go into CSS. So then in the next session, we will discuss about how to work with tables and then forms, how to deal with them, right? Monday, we will continue with that, right?